under the lights as the show gets you ready for another edition of Major League Baseball. Tonight, an intriguing matchup between the New York Mets and the St. Louis Cardinals. It's baseball, it's the show, and it comes your way next. Number 62, the California-born right-hander, is on the mound. Dan Plesac, what's the word on him?
Hey, Matt, we're getting a look at a guy that's really been struggling lately. In his last 3 starts, he has a whip of over 1.50. Lots of base runners, lots of hits, and lots of walks, and that doesn't add up to very good performances. So he's going to look to turn things around in this one here today.
Into the box, Jeff McNeil, and we are set for baseball here this evening. Underway now on a Friday night as the first pitch of our series misses for ball 1. And fellas, we take a look at the Redbirds entering play here tonight. They come in not exactly setting the world on fire as they've dropped 5 of their last 8 ball games.
Yeah, Matty, these players got in their cars today to drive to the stadium focused on one thing. Not who was going to be the hero, just the fact that they needed a W and that one of their teammates, whether it's them or someone else, has to come up with a big knock.
Now the 1-1 pitch. Misses, ball 2.
Hey, if you're going to throw a pitch like that to this guy, that's right where you want to miss. Any lower, and he'll probably make you pay for it.
2-2. 2 balls, 2 strikes, a crucial count for both pitcher and hitter. So, Dan, what was your approach on the mound in that count? Do you still pitch for the strikeout here?
Action pitch right here, 2-2. The last thing you want to do is to fall behind the count 3-2.
Protecting with 2 strikes, went out of the zone that time, but he stays alive.
Looked like he was cheating a heater right there, a little bit too far out in front. Gotta find a way to keep his hands back.
Fouled off. The 2-2 one more time. Now a swing and a ground ball for Wong at second. And that's out number 1.
Batting second, the first baseman, Pete Alonso.
Standing in, Pete Alonso. Here's the first pitch to him. Sends that one out of play for strike 1. 1 out, nobody on. And it's fouled away. The windup and the 0-2 pitch. And he'll try to hold back, but he won't be able to as that's ruled a swing, and there are 2 away now.
Fooled him just enough with that pitch to get him to go around, according to the umpire. Sometimes it can be really tough for these big, strong guys because once they're committed to swinging, it's hard for them to slow their swings down, and that appeared to be the case there.
So stepping in, Michael Conforto, and there's a look at his home and road splits so far this year. He's ready. Here's the first offering. Grounded softly down the line toward first. But a foul ball here, 0-1. 2 out, nobody on. Outside at 94, 1 ball and 1 strike. Time for a look at our umpires in this one. Working the plate is Carl Dixon.
Hey, D-Row, one of the things you have to be aware of as a hitter from Carl Dixon, he'll call that high strike.
Yeah, he will. So you better be on top of your game with 2 strikes, because if they elevate, good chance Carl Dixon's punching your ticket.
Conforto behind, a ball and 2 strikes. Just hung in there on that one. Now another 1-2. And a good fastball swung on and missed for strike 3, and the inning is over. Down in order go the Mets. It's the Mets nothing, Redbirds stepping up. You're watching Major League Baseball on the show. Rich Porcello, a right-hander from the Garden State of New Jersey, gets the ball here. What's your take on him, Dan?
One of the things that jumps out, if you look at that stat sheet, a very high whip coming into this start. One of the things he's going to have to do a much better job, keep traffic off the bases, keep the walks down, try to limit the amount of hits. He's had a rough go of that so far this year. Let's see if he can turn it around in this one.
At the plate, Colton Wong. He'll lead things off here in the bottom half of the first. And a fastball misses here to start the at-bat. It's 1-0. Fellas, these Mets, as they enter play here tonight, they come in winners of 2 straight, and they've been playing some good baseball as well.
Yeah, Matty, they got beat up on the homestand. Losing record in front of the home crowd, never good. But I always used to say that sometimes it's good to get on the road. Remove yourself, get out to a restaurant, see a different city, shower it off, and try and fight in front of some hostile fans.
2-0 count, the pitch. Too tight with that one. 3-0. The pitch. And he takes ball 4. So the leadoff man is on here in the home half of the first in a scoreless ball game.
And don't forget, he lost his last time out, so he wants to get off on the right foot here. The last thing he wanted was to walk the leadoff man.
Here's Dexter Fowler now. In his career against Porcello, he's gone 6 for 10. He's taken him deep once. First pitch of the at-bat on its way. Nope. Wong on at first, nobody out. In for a strike. It's 1-1. Fowler, a native of Georgia. He was taken in the 14th round back in the 2004 first-year player draft.
I know this guy wouldn't go into the category of superstar, but to grind out the career he has being drafted where he was, my hat's off to him.
Working for the punch out and the offering. This is popped up, and no one will get this one.
Well, somebody's sitting off speed right here. Only way he was late on that heater is he was expecting another changeup.
Lifted the other way to left center. Cespedes is there. 1 down.
Batting third, the first baseman, Paul Goldschmidt.
Here's Paul Goldschmidt now. And he's carrying a batting average of just over 300. So clearly he's been a productive player with the bat in his hand so far. First pitch coming. Here it is. In the dirt here. And a nice job keeping it close. It's ball 1. The 1-0 is looked at for ball number 2.
He's having a really hard time finding his rhythm and finding the strike zone. It's going to allow this offense to keyhole him in big situations. He's got to figure it out pretty quick.
Line towards center field. And that's in there. Base hit.
This is the cat and mouse of baseball right here. Batter versus pitcher. You fight so hard as an offensive player to get count leverage. 1-0, 2-0, 3-1. Check out the batting averages in those counts, and then check out the batting averages in even and behind counts with 2 strikes. 2-0, your eyes light up, and the batter didn't miss it.
Digging in now will be Matt Carpenter. As the first pitch to him is a changeup that can't find the zone. It's ball 1. Bouncer up the middle. 1 there. Relay to first in time, and just like that, this side is retired. 4 to 6 to 3. They roll it up to get out of the jam. We're off to the second, scoreless on the show. Settling in now, Wilson Ramos, and he comes in as a player to watch out for, hitting well over 300 on the season.
Ramos.
Here's the first pitch to him. And this pitch is up and in as he backs away. It's ball one. And he fires in a strike this time to make it 1 ball and 1 strike.
Nice adjustment out on the mound. Overthrew the first one a little bit, but got on top and let that ball rip right out in front of him.
Grounder down the line at third, but this will get foul. It's a ball and 2 strikes.
Yeah, you could tell he was ready for another fastball, but the pitcher went to breaking ball, and the hitter just fouls that one off.
2-2 to the Mets catcher.
2-2.
And this will miss down low in the dirt, so he's worked it full now at 3-2. On deck, the lefty Robinson Cano. And he fouls this one off. Payoff pitch one more time. And that misses for ball 4. So it's a leadoff walk here to start the second.
Batting fifth, the second baseman, Robinson.
There's Robbie Cano now. He's looking to get things going at the plate. It has not been going his way of late. Cano waits on the first pitch. That one's down around the knees, taken for a strike. Cano is in Don't You Know, part of his New York nickname days. This is the first year of his new 4-year contract. He's running. A bouncer to the left side, and Cano, Don't You Know, is going to reach. It's a base hit.
Wow, that's surprising right there. Hit and run tactic used to perfection. Balls hit to the outfield. The batter does his job. I don't know how that runner's standing on second still. You tip your hat to the outfield to get it in super quick, but he's got to take the chance to get to third.
Here's the left fielder, Yoenis Cespedes, as the first pitch to him is in there for a called strike one. First and second here with nobody out. Now a curveball, but he might have flown open a bit. It's 1-1. From the stretch. And that misses 2-1.
Has to be a challenge pitch coming up here. He probably doesn't want to flirt with loading the bases.
The 2-1 on its way. A little too tall that time. 3-1 now.
You fight so hard to get into these type of counts. You can't let this pitch get away from you. You have to keyhole something middle of the plate.
Set. Here's the 3-1. There's a changeup taken, but it finds the zone on the inside.
Great job on those last 2 pitches of varying speeds. Gave him a hard fastball, and then he locked him up with the changeup.
A bullet to first base.
Batting seventh, the center fielder, number 9, Brandon Nimmo.
So coming to the plate, Brandon Nimmo. He'll get to take his first cuts here. He comes set. Here's the 0-0 pitch. No score here as we play inning number 2. And he watches a called strike as this one bears in on him. 1-1. Well off the plate with the change of pace. That's ball 2. Lined into right, a base hit. And this one will bounce into the wall. The run is in to score, and they take an early 1-0 lead.
Boy, that has to feel good as a hitter, D-Roy. You get that base hit to give your team the lead. You have to feel good when you get down to first base.
Yeah, it's just a nice approach. You see him turn to his boys right there and get fired up with the dugout. 100%, not trying to do too much, able to quiet the moment down, center himself, and come through in a big spot.
And that'll bring in the former top prospect, Ahmed Rosario. Ball 1 to start the at-bat. Now the 1-0 is taken for ball 2. We're in the second. 1-0 Mets early on. 2 balls and a strike to Ahmed Rosario. A 3-ball 1-strike count to the Mets shortstop.
His pitch count is getting up there in the inning now. He needs to get this frame over with sooner than later, so forcing contact and getting the defense involved is probably the best thing he can do.
That's in there, and it'll run the count to full. 3-2. And the payoff pitch too high, and that cost him ball 4.
We knew coming into this game that this guy has a tendency to give up a lot of free passes, and history repeats itself as he's already given up 2 walks here. I'll tell you, effectively wild is a pretty tough thing to be.
He's set, and the pitch. Rich Porcello comes on with 1 gone here as he looks at a called strike 1.
So important getting ahead with the bases loaded. Already a difficult situation, so you don't want to make it any harder by falling behind in the count.
Off the plate, 1 ball, 1 strike.
Hey, he threw that pitch with a purpose to get a double play. Good job to let it go by, though, as a hitter.
And he lays off for a ball. 2-1.
You put yourself in this situation, you got to get yourself out of it. You got the pitcher at the plate, 2-0 count. You got to take your chances and throw something middle of the plate.
Now the 2-1. This one's down to third. Taken in by Carpenter. Wong for 1. Relay to first in time, and just like that, this side is retired. Around the horn they go. 5-4-3 to end the threat. We're back to Friday Night Baseball on the show after this. Bottom of the inning now. Now at the plate, Paul DeYoung.
The shortstop, Paul DeYoung.
Ready with the first pitch. Here it comes. DeYoung is a strong defender playing up the middle in the infield. He's got great hands, good range, the big arm, and those skills are not lost on his teammates, his coaches, or his front office for that matter.
Yeah, he has the ability. What I love about this ball player, he's got such a great internal clock. It seems like it's bang bang at first every time, but the guy's out. He's got sure hands and an accurate throwing arm.
Grounded weakly toward third. Throw in time as he's called out on a bang-bang play at first.
Batting fifth, the catcher, Molina.
So one away here with the bases empty. And here now is the catcher, Yadier Molina. Here comes the first pitch.
Hey.
0-1 the count to Molina. Breaking ball below the zone. That's ball one. High ties him up with a fastball inside. 1-2. Here's the pitch. And Molina swings and misses that time as he's a strikeout victim here. 2 away.
Really good late bite on that slider right there. The best ones have that late action that just darts at the last minute. They're so tough to get the bat on, and when you've got that good slider going, it's a great strikeout pitch.
Standing in now, Tyler O'Neill. As he'll lay off a slider too low, ball one. He'll try to make something happen with 2 gone in the bottom of the second. Porcello gets the sign. Here it is on 1-0. Ball 2 now. And this one's over at the knees. 2-1. Here it comes. Here's a big swing and a miss on the fastball. 2-2. Fastball didn't miss by much, and it's a full count now. 3-2. Fouled away. And he looks at ball 4 now, so he's aboard, and you always have to worry about the threat of the steal when he's on base.
Man, you hate to give up a 2-out walk to anybody, but especially to a speed demon like him. Good chance he's running here, and good luck trying to stop him.
In now, Lane Thomas, and we'll see if they can make him pay for the 2-out walk. Always considered a big no-no, of course. From the stretch. Hit in the air down the right field line. And that is off the wall, but in foul territory. Foul ball. 2 out with the man at first. There's a shin-high slider laid off for a ball. This year against right-handed pitching, Thomas has a .280 batting average. Slider clocked in the mid-80s there. It's a ball and 2 strikes. The 1-2. Fouled off. Here he comes again. 1-2. And this one's in the dirt, but it won't skip away far enough for the runner to advance. A runner on first with 2 away. And it's fouled away. Hoping to send him packing. Pitch on its way. Frozen on the fastball. Never had a chance, and the inning is over. Some of our nation's young minds and future leaders here in attendance Yikes. We're back to Friday Night Baseball on the show after this. Welcome back. Here's Heidi Watney with a report as we get set for the top of the third. Heidi?
Matt, during the break, I caught up with the Mets manager to discuss his thoughts on his club's offense so far. And flat out, he was very pleased with the quality of their at-bats. Yes, they've only scored 1 run, but he said they've done a great job of forcing the pitch count up. And he thinks that's going to lead to more offense for them as this game goes on.
Okay, thank you, Heidi. All set for the start of the inning. Riding in once again, Jeff McNeil. He's 0 for 1 after grounding out in his only trip to the plate so far. First pitch on its way. The windup and the 0-1.
Ball 1.
Down low, 2 balls and a strike. Hit down the line at first, but this will be a foul ball as that evens things at 2-2. And he fouls this one off. Into the windup. Here comes the 2-2 pitch. Now the fastball is right by him as he swings and misses for the first out of the inning.
Boy, there's nothing better from a pitcher standpoint than watching that high fastball. A high piece of cheese swung at and missed. That pitch looks so inviting to hit, but it's awfully tough to put in play.
So here's Pete Alonso. As it's grounded sharply to first, and that's through, a base hit.
The right fielder, number 30, Michael Conforto.
Into the box now, Michael Conforto will swing and lift a ball foul off to the left and out of play. Looking to put the ball in play here. He went down on strikes in his first at-bat. The 0-1. And there's a fastball well off the plate inside. Runners on first with 1 down. That nibbled the corner there, but missed. 2-1. Ball 3.
I love the approach out on the mound. Everything's down in the zone as it should be, but now you find yourself in a 3-1 count. Do you elevate a little bit more and get back in this zone, or do you just pitch around it?
Hitters count all the way. Here it comes. Grounded up the first baseline, but a foul ball, and it's full now at 3-2. Now the payoff pitch home. Full count still. Making him sweat out there. The 7th pitch coming up. My goodness, up and in. Very dangerous that time as he dives to the ground. It's ball 4.
Well, he's really laboring in the early going here. That's his 3rd walk of the game already. We'll see if he can get it together or if this is just one of those days where he's going to have to grind his way through this start.
And that'll bring up Wilson Ramos. No official at bat for him, but he has scored a run in this one. From the stretch, here's the pitch. And he lays off there, 1-0.
We're only in the 3rd inning, and his pitch count is above 60. That's not being too efficient with your pitches.
The 1-0 home. is laid off for ball 2.
Got to find a way to execute either a good fastball down and away or flip something off speed for a strike. You cannot miss over the heart of the plate in these situations. The hitter is on high alert.
Now the 2-0.
You know, Matty, I'll never understand this. You work so hard throughout the course of the season and course of this game to get in 1-0, 2-0, 3-1 counts. Guarantee yourself a fastball 80 to 90% of the time, and he takes it. Just can't understand the methodology there.
Just off the outside that time, laid off for a ball.
Not a good spot to be in right now. A pitcher's falling behind in the count with a guy up that hits really well with runners in scoring position.
This one's down to third. Carpenter is there. The tag gets one. On to Goldschmidt, and it's in time. A double play, and the side is retired. So no runs here on a base hit, no errors, and one man left aboard. We'll head now to the home half of inning number 3. It's the Mets 1 and the Cardinals nothing.
Welcome back as the Cardinals look to get their bats going in the 3rd inning. And you can say they've really been trying to do that pretty much all year. Entering the day, they rank near the bottom of the league in batting average, on-base percentage, and slugging. So it's clear this is a work in progress. One player told me before the game, it's a difficult thing to go through. We're all competitive guys, and we believe in ourselves, but we're obviously not getting the results we need. Now, one coach told me that despite the numbers being what they are, he's seeing a lot of development happening, so he's optimistic about what the future holds, especially for some of their younger players. Back to you, Matt.
All right, thanks, Heidi. Here comes the first pitch. His eyes lit up on that one above the zone, but he comes up empty.
Jumped ahead with strike one there, and that's something he's going to do a lot of in this start. He doesn't have lights out stuff, so it's important for him to be pitching ahead and have the hitters on their heels.
Changes up on him, but that's in the dirt for a ball.
That's great recognition right there on the part of the hitter. Not many guys lay off that one. That was a classic strikeout pitch. The 0-2 good changeup with some depth.
Now here's the pitch.
Well, that'll wake everyone up. Anytime you buzz the tower like that, there's reason for people to start getting a little bit edgy.
And this misses, so that'll fill the count at 3-2.
One thing's clear, he's not afraid to pitch inside, right? One pitch ducks him away, then he comes right back with another one. So clearly this pitcher, he's not afraid to work that inner half of the plate.
And he misses with it, ball 4. And a terrible start to the inning as he's walked the pitcher leading things off.
That's an excellent at bat right there. Fell behind early 1-2. Didn't panic or start chasing pitches out of the zone. He's able to lay off 3 pitches in a row, and he's standing on first with no outs. That's a great job.
Into the box now, Colton Wong. He drew a walk his first time up. He's set. Here it comes. They'll try and entice him with a high fastball, but he wouldn't commit. It's ball 1. Nobody out, runner on first. That misses. 2-0.
Boy, not exactly what you'd like as a pitcher. One of the keys is to minimize your pitches, attack the strike zone early, a lot of deep counts, and working himself into a lot of trouble.
Now the 2-0 home. And he turns on this one and yanks it foul and back out of play. Here's a blooper out toward left center. Here comes Cespedes. He's there and records the first out.
Now back, right fielder, Dexter Fowler.
So one gone here in the St. Louis third. And that'll bring in the switch hitting outfielder Dexter Fowler. First pitch of the at-bat.
0-1's the count.
And this misses the outside corner, so it's knotted up at 1-1. Fowler behind the ball and 2 strikes.
The count is 1-2.
Runner at first here, 1 man out. Well above the letters with the fastball that time. Fastball, strike 3 called as he couldn't pull the trigger, and there are 2 away.
Runner on first in a double play situation, so you expect to see a lot of pitches down in the zone. So I think that pitch up right there was a good one. Obviously the double play is more efficient, but you're always going to take a K when you're on the mound.
And that brings up Paul Goldschmidt as he looks at a fastball that misses off the plate for ball 1. A base hit in his first trip. Here it comes, 1-0. Fastball just missed above the zone. Goldschmidt, or Goldie just for short, he was an 8th round selection back in the 2009 MLB draft.
What an absolute steal. I mean, this guy has gotten a lot of people some big raises in the organization. To be drafted as low as he was and turned himself.
And we'll have to leave it there as the play is made here to end the inning. Cards leave 1. They trail this one 1-0. All set for the start of the 4th. Here comes the second baseman, Robinson Cano. 1 for 1 after a single his first time up. Here's the pitch. First pitch of the inning is taken low and away for a ball. It's 1-0. Line towards center field. Thomas has it for route number 1.
Good contact to start out the inning. Thought he might be on base with some sort of a hit, but it hung up there too long. Just unlucky that time.
So with 1 away now, a chance for the left fielder to bat with the bases empty. Here's Yoenis Cespedes. First pitch coming. Here it is.
1-0.
Cespedes, commonly known as La Potencia around baseball. His contract is set to expire at the end of this season, so he may end up hitting the market this winter.
You know, Matty, I know he's in the final year of his.
There's a swing and a high drive into left center field. Gone! A solo home run here off the bat of Yoenis Cespedes. Home run number 9 on the year as the Mets are out in front now 2-0.
Big swing right there. Give himself a little bit of breathing room. Let his pitcher go to work. Now they're up 2.
The center fielder, number 9.
So here's Brandon Nimmo. As the first pitch here's a bit high, it's ball 1. A base hit in his first trip. Now the 1-0. High and deep down the left field line. And that will end up a foul ball. Now the 1-1 pitch. Waves and misses for strike number 2.
Real ugly 0-1 swing there. As a pitcher, you've got to be hunting for the strikeout, knowing you have this guy way off balance.
Fouled away. Now Now a swing and a ground ball for Wong at second. Reined in. And there are 2 away now.
The bat, number 1.
Good range shown off into the hole right there. That's not an easy play, but these guys make it look that way sometimes.
So bases are empty here with 2 gone. And up next will be the shortstop, Ahmed Rosario. On its way is pitch number 75. Rosario stands 6'2" as you see him in the right-handed box. He's in his 4th season as a major league player. And a changeup here, but that's taken low in the dirt for a ball. And he'll lay the fastball in here to get the count back to 2-1.
That's how you open up the outside part of the plate. Pound 2 balls in and then get right back outside. Nice pitch.
3-1 to him now. Doesn't want any part of that cutter, and it's full 3-2. He loses him on ball 4.
That's a nice job to work that walk right there. Even if it doesn't lead to anything on the scoreboard this inning, it prevents the pitcher from having to lead off for the next one. Just one of those small things that might go unnoticed, but in the end, make a big difference.
There's the St. Louis manager now up out of the dugout on his way to the mound. And it looks as though that's going to be all for his starter here tonight. So he will curiously make his way to the dugout after what has to be considered a very brief appearance. Adam Wainwright answers the call from the pen here in the 4th as they didn't get the outing they were hoping for from their starter. Rich Porcello will be the first to greet him here as he stands in with a runner at first and 2 away. From the belt, the pitch. Breaking ball called just a bit low. Two runs, 4 hits, and no errors on the Mets line score so far. Here's one fouled off to the right as the count evens at 1-1. From the belt, kicks and deals. Swing and a miss on a pitch outside. 1-2 now. Has a look, now the pitch.
You certainly know he's not trying to work around the pitcher. But sometimes the hardest thing to do is to throw a strike to a guy that you know won't swing the bat.
2-2 pitch is fouled away. Now a throw over to first, back in standing. He's set. Here's the 2-2. Hit on the ground down the first baseline. And he'll step on the bag himself, and the inning is over. The Mets do pick up a run on this solo shot. Bottom of the 4th coming up. It's now 2-0 New York. Here's Matt Carpenter. He's 0 for 1 thus far.
Hey, we're still in the early stages in this one. They're only down by a couple of runs, but it's really key for this leadoff guy to try to get on and get a big inning started.
Infield shifted well to the right. Here's the first pitch. He pulls this one into right, and that'll get by and on through towards the wall. And And he will make it there as the Cardinals get a man into scoring position on the leadoff double.
Hey, there's another base knock right there. A hitting streak now up to 8 games.
Yeah, no doubt about it. Well, 8 games. Now, man, we're starting to think about it a little bit. You know, you get past that week, you just know you're locked in. They start talking 8 games, now you're like, all right, I got a nice little hitting streak going.
He's 0 for 1 after grounding out in his only trip to the plate so far.
Nope.
That misses to the Cardinal shortstop, and it's even at 1-1.
That one looked like it could easily have gone the other way. There's a big difference between 0-2 and 1-1, but now this next pitch probably becomes the biggest of the at-bat.
A ball and 2 strikes.
Count is 1-2.
Fouled off. No one out with a runner at second. Lifted down the line in left. And this will not be caught. It's a foul ball.
Got to take advantage of that pitch right there. 0-2 breaker hanging over the heart of the plate. Not going to see too many of those today.
And he lays off a pitch outside as they draw even at 2-2. Sent on the ground out to second. Throw on to first by Cano, and there's the first out of the inning.
Catcher number 4, Yadier Molina.
Digging in now, Yadier Molina. He'll look to bounce back after striking out his last time up.
And he can't allow the same thing to happen in this situation. This is a big-time spot in this game. He's got to find a way to put the ball in play.
In there, no balls and a strike. And oh, that looked to catch him flush down near the foot or the ankle. So gets him. So they are able to get an out on an unusual play. And hopefully the pitcher's okay. And time now to see quite where that got him. And it appeared from up here at least, and his actions on the field confirm it. It looked like it got him on his drive leg, which could be problematic, of course, for him. But from the way he's trying to walk it off, I think he's going to try to continue. Ready for another chance? Tyler O'Neill. Here's the first pitch to him. Didn't quite catch the zone there. Ball 1. 1 run, 2 hits, and no errors so far for the Redbirds. In the air, down the line in left. After it is Cespedes. He tracks it down, and that will end the inning. So 1 run on 1 hit, no errors, and no one left on base. On to the top of inning number 5 we go. The Mets lead this one 2-1. Back to the top of the order now, and that'll bring in Jeff McNeil.
Number 6.
First pitch coming from Wainwright.
Ooh, I'm shocked he got away with that one, boys. Curveball right down the middle of the plate. And for him to take that pitch looking, he had to be sitting on something else, but he should have pulled the trigger.
Into the windup. Here comes the 0-1. A chance here for the second baseman, Wong. And the off-balance throw beats him at first, and that's a tough play.
Now this is not an easy play when you have to range to your right. He really didn't have a chance to get his feet set, so this is all arm. Nicely done.
Stepping up to the plate, Pete Alonso. He singled his last time up. First pitch coming. Here it is. He'll start him with a sinker here, but that sinks a bit too much that time. It's 1-0. A ball and a strike to the Mets first baseman. Here's the 1-1 pitch. Wow, great pitch there as he couldn't get extended on that one, and he's down on strikes for the second out.
That has to make you feel really good as a pitcher, right? You're making pitches all around the zone, and then you bring that one inside. You can't do anything with it. What does it do? It just locks you up inside. You have no chance to put the ball in play.
Stepping in now, Michael Conforto, as the first pitch to him is off the plate for a ball, 1-0. Comes into this at bat 0 for 1 in the ball game. Now the 1-0.
Sitting in a good spot right here. 2-ball, 1-strike count is yet to see a fastball. Have to be sitting on one right here.
Fifth inning, 2-1 our score. Too much dip on the sinker, laid off for a ball. Wilson Ramos would be next. The 3-1. And this is taken low for ball 4, and they'll have themselves a 2-out base runner here after all. So that's the second walk he's worked in this one.
Yeah, and that seems to be a popular approach when this guy steps in. He can really hurt you with one swing, so I think the idea is mostly not to let this one guy beat you, Matt.
So we're runner at first here with 2 gone in the inning, and next is the catcher Wilson Ramos. From the belt, the pitch. Ramos, a 32-year-old veteran. This is the final year of his current deal, so he'll be a free agent at season's end.
Hey, I know this guy's in the final year of his contract, but everybody is enamored with slugging percentage and home runs these days. But the guys in that dugout know who leads this team in hits, and it's this guy.
The 1-1 home.
That's ball 4.
I wonder if that call not going his way right there has anything to do with walking the last guy. We all know umpires don't give you much on the corners if you're not throwing strikes consistently.
The 2-1 home. A swing and a ground ball to third. And as it turns out, the 2-out walk doesn't come around to haunt him as that ends the inning. Mets leave 1. They lead it 2-1. Welcome back to Busch Stadium as we send it down to Heidi.
Thanks, Matt. In between innings, I was able to catch up with the manager of the Cardinals to discuss his thoughts on his lineup so far. And overall, he's really happy with the at-bats they're putting together. They've already worked out 3 walks, so he feels as though that kind of willingness to let the opposition work themselves into trouble will continue to result in good things for them on the scoreboard.
Okay, thank you, Heidi. Digging in, Lane Thomas. He got called out on strikes his last time through.
Yeah, Matty, and hopefully he got it out of his system. Especially now, he's got to bear down. He gets the 2 strikes in this spot, has to put the ball in play.
0-1 the count. Pitch on the way. Swing and a miss on the slider, and he's quickly behind 0-2.
I know that feeling. Played 14 years in the big leagues and still can't hit a slider.
And a fastball swung on and missed as they set him down for the second time here tonight. Tommy Edman is out of the dugout now as it looks like he'll come on and hit for the pitcher Wainwright.
Number 19, Tommy Edman.
Outside target here, and he hits it for strike 1.
Hey, this isn't exactly the way you'd like to draw it up. Not throwing a lot of first pitch strikes, but the bottom line is he's getting outs.
Just a bit late, and he's fallen behind 0-2. Oh, and you can tell he wanted to hold off, but he swings through the inside pitch anyway, and he becomes out number 2.
Wow, talk about mowing him down. How about 2 strikeouts on 6 pitches? He isn't messing around, and these last 2 batters have had no answer for what he's throwing up there.
Here's the second baseman, Colton Wong. As he'll take a look at a high strike that time. It's 0-1.
Man, that's 7 straight strikes to start this inning. He's got a chance at an immaculate inning.
Bases are empty here with 2 men out. Down the third baseline, but this will be a foul ball as he's behind 0-2 now. Trying to strike out the side. Here it is. Pitch popped up. McNeil is under it, makes the catch, and that'll retire the side. Down in order go the Cardinals. They're down 2-1. Genesis Cabrera takes over to start the 6th inning on the mound.
Number 92, Genesis Cabrera.
Standing in, Robinson Cano. He'll start things out now in the top half of the 6th. Cano waits on the first pitch.
Ball 1, no strike.
Cardinals get the bullpen started here as a right-hander's up and warming. Now the 1-0. His fastball taken high for a ball. And this is poured in at the letters. 2-1 now.
You could bet he wants that one back at the plate right now. That's a pitch you normally see a guy drive if he has the right approach going.
He's fallen behind now. 3-1.
3 balls, 1 strike.
Waiting his turn on deck, Yoenis Cespedes. The 3-1.
You're lucky if you get 1 pitch a night right down the middle. Cannot be late on that fastball.
The 3-2 pitch. Hard ground ball to third. Oh, and he can't pick it up cleanly. Throw to first gets him, so the leadoff man's retired here to begin the 6th.
Well, if you're going to bobble the ball, you have to hope it's when a guy is lumbering down the base pass. He's no speedster, so that was a good job to stay calm and make the recovery throw.
Yoenis Cespedes will stride in again, and you can bet he'd love to do again what he did back in the 4th. A solo home run here that's been the only long ball of the game so far. He's ready. Here's the first offering. No balls and 1 strike. Outside at 94, 1 ball and 1 strike. And he pulled up in time, but it's a called strike 2. The 1-2. Easy fly ball into shallow center field. Back goes Thomas. He gets there, and that's the 2nd out.
The center fielder, number 9, Brandon Nimmo.
Next up for New York, Brandon Nimmo, 1 for 2. He's singled and grounded out so far. Here's the first pitch to him.
Like that pitch there, lefty on lefty matchup, curveball away to a lefty. Smart pitch.
The windup and the 0-1.
Off the plate, ball 1.
This should end the inning as it's sent out to second. And indeed it will. He throws him out at first, and the side is retired. Dexter Fowler will be the one to lead it off when we come back. 2, 3, and 4 due up in the home half of the sixth. The Mets are out on top, 2-1. Digging in the switch hitter, Dexter Fowler. And then he and his fellow top-of-the-order hitters haven't really offered much help for this lineup so far.
No, your 1, 2, 3 guys are the ones you look to generate a lot of action. They just haven't been up to the task so far in this one. Still time for them to turn it around, though. We'll see if it happens.
In tight here with the first pitch fastball that's 1-0. Fastball in there for a strike. 92 on the radar gun that time. Hit sharply on the ground. Rosario's got it. And the throw here is in time. Very nicely done there at short for the first out.
The batsman, the first baseman, Paul Goldschmidt.
Ready once again, Paul Goldschmidt. 1 for 2 with a base hit back in the first inning of play. Here's the pitch.
It's been more than 2 innings since this guy's allowed anyone to reach base. He looks pretty unbeatable on the bump right now.
A ball and a strike to the Cardinals' first baseman. Low-scoring game thus far, 2-1 here in the sixth. Fastball close, but he didn't get it. 2-1.
Hey, even though this guy's a righty hitter, he's going to get pounded with that two-seamer. He needs to make sure he catches this thing out front if he sees that pitch again.
3-1 to him now. Hitters count all the way. Here it comes. Now here's the check swing, and they appeal down to first. No swing, so that's ball 4.
Oh, man, that check swing was about as close as they get. Tough call for the umpire, but it goes the batter's way this time, and he draws the walk.
Trying to pick things up where we left off, Matt Carpenter. He hit a 2-bagger and later scored in his previous plate appearance.
Well, he got a good pitch to hit last time up. Looked for it up in the zone and didn't miss it. Those are the pitches you only get maybe once in AB, maybe once a game, maybe once a week. So he certainly capitalized on it last time.
Just able to get a piece of that for strike 1. And it's fouled away. Hoping to send him packing. Pitch on its way. The next 0-2 pitch to him misses outside. Action in the Mets bullpen now. It's both a lefty and a right-hander that start to throw. Runners on first with 1 down. Yanked high and deep down the line in right. And it's a foul ball. They'll try again. 1-2.
Oh.
Skied into straightaway right. Conforto is there to put it away, and the runner will be forced to retreat back to first.
The batter, the shortstop, Paul DeYoung.
Paul DeYoung digs in next. He's hitless in the game, as is much of the rest of his team. First pitch coming. Here it is. Ground ball sent back up the middle. Rosario's got it cleanly. Throw on to second for the force, and the side is retired. So it's no runs on no hits, no errors, and a runner left on. 7th inning coming up. It's the Mets 2 and the Cardinals 1. John Brebbia is on to pitch from the bullpen now to start inning number 7.
Number 60, John Brebbia.
Striding into the box, Ahmed Rosario. A couple of walks for him thus far.
Ahmed Rosario.
First pitch of the at-bat on its way. Lays off 1-0.
Count 1-0.
Now the pitch. And he fouls this one off. Look into Molina. Now the 1-1. Oh, they have him looking awfully confused up there right now. It's 1-2.
Man, that pitch had the look of a fastball. Straight changeup, and the bottom fell out of it.
The 1-2. Hit down the third baseline. But this is a foul ball as the count holds steady at 1-2. And a slider runs away from him there, and the count levels at 2-2. Heading out towards shallow right. And this is taken in by Fowler for the first out.
The pitcher, number 22, Rich Porcello.
So here's the Mets pitcher, Rich Porcello. No hits to this point. He's ready. Here's the first offering. Fastball too high to start him out here, 1-0. Soft liner to the left side. And the pitcher's got himself a base hit.
He came to play today, not just only on the bump right there. He's thrown the ball well, but on the offensive side of the ball, he's able to contribute and help this offense put itself in position to score some more runs.
So here's Jeff McNeil as he takes a cold strike at the knees. It's 0-1. He's hitless in 3 at-bats to this point. He's ready. Here's the 0-1.
Your idea of working the count goes out the window. You're frustrated right now, down 0-2. Got to find a way to grind.
And he wastes a fastball high there, 1-2. A great pitch there as he couldn't get extended on that one, and he's down on strikes for the second out. So it's a runner at first with 2 men out, and up steps the power bat of Pete Alonso. From the belt, kicks and deals. Changeup stays outside, and he's behind 2-0.
He's gone back-to-back with off-speed stuff to start this AB, and neither has found the zone. He's trying to pitch him backwards, but that only works if you can get them for strikes. Now he'll probably have to challenge him.
Outside, 3-0 now.
Every base runner in a close game like this really matters, so you can't afford to be giving out free passes this late.
And this pitch misses for ball 4. So that's going to move a runner into scoring position now with 2 away.
Oh, man, I think this walk is going to grind at him for a bit. He just missed, and now the inning continues with the man in scoring position.
Looking to keep this a one-run game. The pitch. And that's inside for a ball. 1-0. One ball, no strikes. Can't catch up to that pitch, and it's a ball and a strike. Here's the 1-1.
1 ball, 2 strikes.
Waved at and missed for the third out. Not much of a chance at hitting that one, and the inning is over. 2 left for the Mets. They still lead it 2-1. Here's the catcher, Yadier Molina. He'll lead things off here in this one-run contest.
This thing's far from over, even though we're moving into the back end of this game. Only down by 1. All they need to do is get this leadoff guy, and they're an extra base hit away from tying this thing up.
Nimmo in pursuit. He gets to it and makes the catch for the first out.
Up next to the Cardinals. No one fielder. Tyler O'Neill.
Digging in to try it again, Tyler O'Neill. First pitch of the at-bat. Grounder down the line at third, but this will get foul for strike 2. We're in the 7th inning now of a pitcher's duel. 2-1 our score. To third. Throw on to first, and Porcello's looking good here. 2 away.
Not a lot you can do with that pitch. That fastball just ate him up inside and gets the soft grounder for the out.
The next to bat for St. Louis, Lane Thomas. He's hitless in the game, as is much of the rest of his team. First pitch of the at-bat on its way.
I think when a team starts struggling, certainly offensively, it's just guys try and play above their pay grade. Know who the best players are in the lineup and try and get on base to set them up.
In front of the changeup, and he can't keep it fair. 2 strikes on him now. Now the 0-2 pitch. And here's a ball hit in the air, but this will land untouched. The next 0-2 is a slider taken for a ball. 2 out, nobody on. Liner in there for a base hit. So worst case scenario, a 2-out base hit, and the pitcher will not lead off next inning.
And they keep the inning alive with a base hit, but you can see that's only the 3rd hit. He's given up the entire game, so he's still in total control out there.
Now the New York manager's up off the bench on his way to the mound, and that's going to be all now for Rich Porcello. So he'll depart with the lead and a chance to be the winner, but he is responsible for the tying run at first.
Ladies and gentlemen, your attention.
So with a left-handed hitter waiting, they'll go to their own left-hander out of the bullpen.
Number 38, Justin Wilson.
Jairo Munoz will come on to pinch hit here in a big spot.
Jairo Munoz.
A little tardy there. No balls and a strike.
Hey, I know the tying runs at first right here, but if the pitcher on the mound executes, keeps the ball in play, I think good things are going to happen.
Off the plate, 1 ball, 1 strike. Two out with the man at first. Fly ball out toward left center field. After it is Cespedes. He's got it as the tying run is left on base. Cards leave 1. Our score remains 2-1. Alex Reyes has been summoned from the bullpen as he'll do so to start the 8th. Now it'll be the 4-hole hitter, Wilson Ramos. Third trip to the plate for him here tonight. 0 for 2 at this point. First pitch coming. Here it is. And he'll try to crowd him there to start the at-bat. It's 1-0.
When you've got a guy that throws a good two-seam fastball, you have to be ready for him to try to run it inside and jam you. Good job to lay off that one, but I wouldn't be surprised if we see it again.
Fastball, and that thing's a blur up there, folks. 1-1. Cardinals are going to get something going in the bullpen now as a left-hander has begun to get loose. The 1-1 is swung on and missed, and that's strike 2. To 2 balls and 2 strikes now.
And think about it. In game 1 of this series, they've already had to go deep into their bullpen. This could affect them for the rest of the weekend if they don't get really good starting pitching.
All even at 2-2. Here it is.
After fouling off the second one, I got to step out of the box, adjust my batting gloves, and tell myself there's no chance he's tripling up on that pitch.
Pulls this one in the air out to left. O'Neill waits on it, and he hauls it in for the first out of the inning.
The batter, number 24, second baseman, Robinson Cano.
So Robinson Cano will grab a bat next. He's working on a 1 for 3 thus far. He's ready. Here's the first offering.
Ball, that pitch is out.
Grounded weakly down the line toward third. And the off-balance throw gets him. Nice play for the out.
Now batting, the left fielder, Yoenis Cespedes.
Striding in, Yoenis Cespedes. He flew out in his last at-bat. First offering on its way.
Ball 1.
Our pitcher's duel continues here. 2-1 score as we play the 8th. Count now a ball and a strike. From the windup, the 1-1 pitch. There's a changeup taken, but it finds the zone on the inside. Swung on and missed, and that's the final out of the inning. Mets go down 1-2-3 as they're unable to add to their 2-1 lead. And now back to the leadoff spot in the St. Louis lineup. Stepping in, Colton Wong. He got under one and popped out his last time up.
Yeah, I don't mind him trying to drive the ball in the air, but he can't collapse the backside, and that's exactly what he did in his last at bat. Look for him to stay a little taller and keep that upper half a little bit more over him.
And he's retired, 1 away.
Now batting, right fielder,
Stepping into the box, Dexter Fowler. He was retired via the ground ball last time up. Ready with the first pitch. Here it comes. Wilson has a good reputation for preventing the long ball. One swing can change the complexion of the ball game when you're coming in late, but he rarely lets that happen. Part of what makes him as effective as he is. Fastball got him to swing through it. It's 1-1. Now action in the bullpen as their closer starts to get loose out there. Couldn't lay off that time, and it's 1-2. And a swing and a miss as they got him with the slider there, 2 away.
That swing tells me he was really trying to get a pitch out front and rip it down the line, but that wasn't a great pitch to do it on. It's really not the best two-strike approach either.
Dylan Betances enters here looking to get the final out before the 9th inning.
Number 68. Dylan Betances.
In now, Paul Goldschmidt down the first baseline. This gets foul. It's 0-1. Tying run at the plate, the 0-1.
Nope.
And he misses here with a slurve, even at 1-1. A ball and 2 strikes now.
A pretty aggressive pitch right there up in the zone. Surprised he didn't offer at it.
Got him swinging, and that will end the inning. 1, 2, 3 go the Cardinals. They still trail it here 2-1. Ryan Helsley enters from the pen to start the 9th inning as he'll try to keep the score right where it is heading to the bottom of the 9th. All set to start the 9th in this one. Digging in once again, Brandon Nimmo. He's got a hit in 3 at-bats to this point. Here comes the first pitch.
That's a ball.
The 1-0. Fouled away. The 1-1. Fouled off again, and now he's in a 1-2 hole. Fouled off. Ripped on the ground to first, and he'll take it to the bag himself for the out.
The bat, number 1, shortstop Ahmed Rosario.
Ready for another shot now. Ahmed Rosario, 0 for 1 for him here in this one. First delivery to him on the way. Bases are empty, 1 man out. Now a fastball gets the upper part of the zone for strike 2.
Yeah, this is straight survival mode. Down 0-2. The numbers are definitely not with the batter here.
Too high. 1-2. filthy changeup that time, but he's able to make contact, and he'll get another chance. Again, a 1-2.
I got to count 2-2.
One-run game here in the top of the ninth. Tried to bury one down and away, but it's a full count now, 3-2. Good swing just a little early, and he'll see another payoff pitch. The 3-2 one more time. Popped up. Goldschmidt in foul ground. And he lays out, but he can't make the play. We'll do it again. Swinging a ball line down in the left field corner. But this will be foul. Hit hard on the ground is short. DeYoung gathers it in. And a great athletic play to get him. Man, wow.
Up next to the bat, the pitcher, Dylan Thompson.
J.D. Davis will get the call to pinch hit here, as we'll see what he can do with 2 out and the base is empty.
J.D. Davis.
I tried to hold back on that pitch outside, but went around for strike 1. The average sitting right at 270 on the year. 1 home run, 10 RBIs. Here's the 0-1. And no swing, apparently. Ball 1.
Name of the game out on the mound is to disrupt timing of the hitters in the box. He's certainly got this guy on the defensive.
Swung on, but it's pulled foul wide of third. Bases are empty here with 2 men out. Struck him out, so it remains a 1-run lead as they head in for their final set of swings. So they go quietly here in this half inning. Nothing further in the ninth for the Mets. On to the bottom half. Last chance now for the Redbirds. They trail here 2-1. Edwin Diaz enters the game to finish this one off here in the bottom of the ninth.
Number 39, Edwin Diaz.
Digging in, Matt Carpenter. He'll start things out against the closer, Edwin Diaz.
Hey, not an easy thing to do to try to come back and tie a game or take the lead off of a guy like this, one of the game's elite closers.
First pitch hacking here, and that's the first strike. A ball and a strike.
1 ball, 1 strike.
And he takes a called strike 2.
2 strikes.
Swing and a miss, and that'll get a groan from the home supporters here. 1 away. So the leadoff man gone to start the top of the ninth as we take a look at league saves leaders entering play. And as you see there, he's sitting in second place in the National League in that department. At the plate, Paul DeYoung. He could really use a knock here. 0 for 3 in the game so far. First pitch of the at-bat. Right-hander against right-hander as this is a ball 1-0. 1 out, nobody on. Lifted in the air out towards left center. Around first, he's digging for second. And that one skips up over the wall for a ground rule double. So striding forward now, Yadier Molina. They'll go to work on getting that tying run home from second.
I mean, Yadi, when he first broke on the scene, was a defender first and foremost. You can't say that anymore. I mean, he's evolved into a really, really nice offensive player.
He comes set. Here's the 0-0 pitch. Skied into straightaway right. Conforto will have plenty of room as he makes the catch, and there's a big out number 2.
Now batting, the left fielder, Tyler O'Neill.
So striding in, Tyler O'Neill, as he'll look to bring home that tying run from second with a base hit into the outfield. Trying to hold the lead. Here's the delivery.
1-0.
And that misses for ball 1. 2 out here and a runner at second. And here's a fastball inside as the count moves to 2-0 now.
Pretty good pitch right there. Fastball in off the plate. One of the things you want to do as a pitcher, try to stand those hitters up.
The set and the 2-0.
That's a really curious pitch selection. 3-0 and turned to the slider. You have to wonder if maybe he's lost the feel for his fastball.
Three and 1. Here it is. Turned on that one and crushed it. Just pulled it a little foul. Cardinals down to their final strike here. Now a swing and a ground ball. This should do it. Rosario brings it in. Throw on to first is going to be in time to get him. And the Mets have taken game 1 of the series on the road as the ball game is over.
Yeah, that's what you want to do when you're playing on the road. Take it right to the home squad and get a win. Now the pressure's off. If they get one of the next 2, the series is theirs.
Close one tonight, 2-1 the final score. The Mets took the lead in the second inning and rode that until the very end. Rich Porcello notches his 3rd win of the year. Number 62 couldn't escape the 4th inning as he slapped with the loss. Edwin Diaz earns the save out of the bullpen, his 14th. So that just about does it for Mark DeRosa, Dan Plesac, Heidi Watney, and our entire crew. I'm Matt Vasgersian. You've been watching MLB The Show. For more, make your way over to theshownation.com.
The final line score for our ball game tonight: for the victorious New York Mets, 2 runs on 5 hits, no errors. They left 9 runners on base. For St. Louis, 1 run, 4 hits, no errors. They left 7 men on base. Time of the ball game: 2 hours and 43 minutes. Tonight's paid attendance at Busch Stadium, a sellout, 45,529. The Cardinals would like to thank you for joining us. Please drive home safely.